So, hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Toppers World. Today's topic is how to generate ideas for writing task 2. Friends, when you are in the exam and you read the task, and suppose you find the task is extremely difficult, you are not able to understand it properly, and you think that I will not be able to do this. Friends, you need not to give up, you need not to feel disheartened. In every task, every task has a solution, and you should read the statements 2, 3, 4 times again and again till you get some ideas. In Ielts writing task, examiner is going to give you score for your vocabulary, for your grammar, for your sentence making skill, for your organization. If your ideas are not strong enough, if you don't have much ideas, even you can get 6 to 7 or 8 band in Ielts writing. There are so many writing tasks I have seen myself in Cambridge books where the writers were not having any brilliant ideas, but they still managed to get 6.5 or 7 band in writing. So, what I mean to say over here that you should be determined and tell yourself that I am going to attempt this task at any cost, I am not going to give it up. So, read it 3, 4, 5 times and you will get some information or some words. Maybe you are not 100% accurate over there, maybe you have got 50-50 idea that what the task is there, still you can get the score. So, here I am going to take one example to explain you that how you can generate the ideas for a writing task or any kind of writing task. So, one example I am going to take over here which will help you to get better understanding of the strategy that I am going to share with you, and the task is in the future. Come on. Nobody will buy printed newspaper or books because they will be able to read everything they want online without paying. To what extent do you agree? To what extent do you agree or disagree with this statement? So, suppose this task you get in the exam time and you are not having ideas. So, what do you need to say? What do you need to do here? You have to assume that this task is particularly to you, asking to you that what you will do in such a situation. So, do you in your life, when you need to read some information or need to get some information, what do? You read newspaper or you read books or you go to the Google or internet for getting any information. So, in the future nobody will buy printed newspaper or books because they will be able to read everything they want online. So, right now if you need any information, what you will do? Will you read a book, a magazine, newspaper, or you will go through internet? So, definitely 99% of the youngsters in these days, when they need to get any information or any important knowledge, they search through internet. There are various websites, various search engines are there which help them to obtain the information. Now, you assume that you in the future, suppose you are a 20-year-old boy after 10 years. So, what will you do? What will be your source of information? So, take yourself over there and think. So after at present time lot of internet is being used, lot of technology is being used, online platforms are being used at large scale. So hardly I think at present time only few old age people use books or newspaper to get information. Most of the youngsters depend upon their mobile phones. So same is there. In the future the mobile usage of mobile phone is going to increase further. At right now 80-90% people are searching information through search engines in the mobiles or in the laptops or on the laptops. So in the future I think this number will become 100% and nobody is going to get information through other modes of information like books or newspaper. So you take yourself over there and then start thinking. You should write that. Okay, you will start getting the ideas why this is happening, why everybody is going to search information on internet or mobile phone. So first of all, first idea is very fast. Books are very slow mode. First of all, you need to go to the library to get the books over there. Then you have to search a lot, spend a lot of time over there to find the information on the different pages. If you don't know the name of the book, it's extremely difficult for you to get the information. But on mobile phone, if you want to get any information, you just write few keywords over there and information is there. So many sites, so many vlogs are there which can help you to get the idea. So first is it's easy to search information. Second is you can say that nobody will read newspaper or magazine because they are not good for the environment. You know that if you use mobile phone or laptop, there is no harm to the environment. But if you depend upon books, paper books, then lot of trees are needed to be cut to make the pages, or chemicals are used for inking the books. So second point you can mention this. Think about any other point that you find that lot of e-books or printed material in the form of e-books can be easily transferred from one place to other place. Suppose you have some information that you want to send to the your near and dear one in America or Canada, it is very easy, but sending a book is difficult. It is costly and time consuming activity. So these points automatically start coming to your mind when you take yourself over that position where you think that this thing is happening with you and you are realizing it. आप खुद को उस जगह पे लेके जाओ और सोचो कि ये आपके साथ हो रहा है and you will get the ideas. Like another question, like often asked in the exam, many people repeat crime after completing their first imprisonment. कई लोग होते हैं जो अपनी फर्स्ट पनिशमेंट के बाद भी क्राइम करते हैं. दे अगेन इंडल्ज इन क्राइम. नाउ you take yourself over there. Suppose you are the criminal and you spend the time in the jail. When you will come out of the jail, will you get the job? No, nobody will give you job. Will you get the respect? No. In our society, people do not give respect to the prisoners or those who break the law. So what kind of problems you will face? You have to assume that. You have to imagine the story over there that you have done some crime and you have faced imprisonment and now you are released and the society is not giving you right kind of treatment. They are again doing injustice with you. So such kind of ideas you will get when you take yourself over that place. For example, you get this essay. In some countries, owning a home rather than renting one is very important for people. Why might this be the case? Do you think this is a positive or negative development? So this is your task. You understood the task, but you don't have ideas. So what do you need to do? Look at the subject or the people to whom this task is addressed. किनको ये task बोली गई है? That is important for people. Renting a home or living in own accommodation, which is more important? So for people. So I just circle the people here. What do you need to do? You have to assume that instead of people, you are there. Means this task is to you. What is important to you? living in own house or living in a rented house. When you think this task from your own perspective, that this task is related to your life, and assume that you are a doer over there, you are a subject matter over there, then think about, suppose you have to live in a rented house, then what will be the situation? And if you have your own house, then what will be the situation? Why living in a own house is important to you? Why is not living in a rented house is important to you? If you live in a rented house, then what kind of harms would be there? So think about these things. When you think about these things, then you will get so many points there, and after that you need to write, is it positive or negative situation? So we will come to that later. So first, what you need to do, so at the exam time, what you need to do, take a rough page is provided over there. On the one side rented and other side owned. Okay, draw these two columns there. So if you are living in a rented house, suppose I have to live in a rented house, then what kind of disadvantages would be there to me, or what kind of advantage there would to be? So if I live in a rented house, so my owner can order me to leave the house anytime. So there is no security of living long time. Anytime the owner can order you to leave. Second, in a rented house, if I live in a rented house, there would be lot of restrictions on me. So restrictions means always there would be interference by the owner, not to do this, not to do that. You are not allowed to keep a pet. You should not use electricity too much. You should not create noise. You cannot host parties. So these kind of points could be there. And in an owned house, if my house is my own, my property. First of all, this is my property which can I sell anytime if I need money. Second thing is, it's a matter of status. Think, matter of status for you. Okay, freedom, you can do almost anything. So when you think about any task, by keeping yourself over there, खुद को वहाँ पे रख के, then it becomes easier for you to get the ideas. Now, is this positive or negative development? Now you can say that it is both positive and negative. Positive is in the sense that if you own a house, means that you have a pride, you have a feeling of having a strong financial status. You will get respect in your relatives and your friends. That, for example, it depends on culture to culture as well. Like for example, in Punjabi cultures, having own house is considered a matter of reputation. Okay, people give respect. It is easy for you to live a smooth, comfortable life over there. On the other hand, in rented houses, okay, on the other hand, living in a own house also have some disadvantages. For example, negative point is that if your neighbors are not good, your neighborhood is not good, if there are some kind of pollution over there, so it's not possible for you to change your house or locality very easily, because money once spent, it's difficult to get back. It's difficult to sell the house in a short notice of time. So in this way you can write down negative aspects over there.